Yes, people, welcome back to Mission Podcast. I'm joined by my very special co-host DK, aka Danny, and yeah, we're back revisiting the topic of movies and TV shows. It's been a while since we've covered TV shows on the channel, but hey, it's the 20th anniversary, I believe, since the first episode of Prison Break. So we, me and Danny thought, why not? We've both watched the show. Let's do a little Prison Break video. So we're going to do like a tier ranking on the seasons of Prison Break and the characters. Now, speaking of Prison Break, 20 years, that's crazy. It's definitely one of the most popular shows of all time. I think that's a known fact. I think,
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's such a huge fan base. Whether it's one of the greatest shows of all time, it can be debatable. It might not sit in that elite tier, but I don't know, man. I feel like just because it's not maybe on the levels of I don't know, Sopranos or Game of Thrones, etc., etc., I still think it's a top tier show, man. That gives me a lot of memories. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the show, Danny?
Exactly what you just said. Like it might not be the greatest show if you just talk about the plot, the characters, but feel like if you just because I remember the first time I watched this, especially especially the first season, just in general, it was one of the most enjoyable experiences about watching a show. The first season, bro, it was unbelievable. I loved every second of it. I think I binge watched it in 4 days or something. I think I watched about 20 episodes in 4 days. Bro, I watched the first episode and I just wanted to watch the second episode and then the third episode. Bro, it was so good. And the characters as well, all the escapees and the side characters as well, even like Sarah, Veronica, all of them. Bro, I was just hooked into the show. And yeah, like I said, the watching the first season of that was, I think, most enjoyed I've ever been watching a show. Not gonna lie, especially because that was one of the first shows I watched as well. I must have been, I think you said 12, 13. I think I was around that age too, 12, 13, like 2014, 2015, around that time. That was the first time I watched it, and it had me hooked. I just, wanted to watch the second episode straight away. So yeah, I mean, it fell off. We'll talk about that, but that first season, bro, unbelievable.
I mean, yeah, same thing as you, Danny. It's one of the first few shows I remember watching. I binged it like you on net. It was on Netflix back then. I don't know if it still is, but yeah, it holds a special place in my heart because I remember I was like 13, 14 and I watched it and I put everyone in my year onto it. It was so funny that literally the whole year group lunchtimes we were talking about Prison Break. Did you watch the recent episode? Blah blah blah. But yeah, it's just a special place. I've got a funny story actually. I used to use my uncle's Netflix when I was a kid, yeah, and basically gave it to me and my other cousin. My other cousin back then was very naughty, yeah, and I think I let bare of my friends just on my Netflix start sharing my password in it. And then sometimes my uncle would try to be watching something on Netflix and he's like, someone's on his account watching Prison Break. And I remember he called me up and he was like vexed fuming. I was shitting it. He was like, oh, who's on my account? Who's bloody watching Prison Break? He has a Brom accent. That was a terrible Brom accent. But yeah. And then I think I blamed it on my cousin because he was quite naughty and my uncle believed it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Prison Break, man. As you said, Danny, it's just it was. I call it popcorn television. It just had you on the edge of your
Oh yeah.
seat. That style of TV we don't see anymore. You don't get 20+ episode seasons anymore, which is a shame, really. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the seasons later. Obviously, the first season, I think everyone has that in one of the top 10 seasons of all time, maybe. But before we go into the seasons of the show, let's talk about the characters. We're going to give you guys a little tier ranking of the characters. See if you guys are going to agree with us or not.
Yeah, just get it. I think it's already in order from season 1 until season 5. It looks like.
Mhm. Bear in mind, we're not going to go through every single character, otherwise we'll be here all day. We're just going to cover the main characters and some of the side characters, basically. But first up, I believe it's the main man, Michael Scofield, the protagonist of the show.
Yeah.
I really liked Michael Scofield. I thought he was a very clever character. He's one of the best protagonists in any TV show, really. I'm still mesmerized by that plan he had, getting it tattooed on all over his body. And then in season 1, seeing him go through like the trials and tribulations of trying to make his plan work, the little detours he had to do. Michael Scofield is one of the greatest protagonists of all time, easily. What do you think, Danny?
Agree with you, Carpe. This guy, I think, as you said, this guy was a mastermind and the heart of the whole show. The entire story exists because of him, this structural engineer who people were like so puzzled. Why did this guy, go into a bank and try to rob the bank. He's never had like done anything like that before. And the whole story of it, I think without Michael, there's no Prison Break, and he's a proper unique protagonist. Like unlike most action or drama leads, he isn't the strongest fighter or the most intimidating figure, but he's the smartest, and like everything revolved around him. And his like you could tell his relationship with Lincoln gives the whole show like a proper emotion anchor. It's not about escaping for himself; it's about saving his brother. And then while saving his brother, he used other escapees to basically got what he wanted. So for me, this guy was probably one of the best characters on the whole show, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean his IQ was next level. I think Michael Scofield. Another thing about his character, he like it was very rare that he got like rattled or felt the pressure. Like he was very composed, very nonchalant about things. Like you always felt safe. You always felt they were safe. Like he knew what he was doing. Yeah, and some of the relationships he's formed on the show, obviously with the Lincoln, that was a very special relationship. I think his friendship with Sucre was really good, and obviously with Sarah as well. And then he formed some enemies as well, notoriously him and Teabag. What a rivalry they had on the show. It was so funny. But yeah, I think Michael Scofield, in context of Prison Break, he has to be on S tier.
S tier, he has to, yeah, no doubt. Is it? Oh, wait, S tier is gone. Now his brother Lincoln.
Literally, we were gone from the brains to the brawn. Link, I think they called him Link the Sink in the show. Lincoln, this guy was hilarious, man. He just had, bro, he just used his fists every time. Like he was just, it was just really funny. Oh, bloody hell. But yeah, Lincoln, he's what's it called? I don't rate him that highly though. Like I think compared to the other characters in the show, he's a bit boring. I don't know if you agree with me.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. It felt to me like he's a proper human contrast to Michael. Like Michael's so calm, calculating, and strategic. On the other hand, he's so raw, emotional, and reactive. Like they're both opposites to each other.
Yeah, I mean, it made for a good dynamic, to be fair. But
Oh
I,
yeah.
it's weird though because the whole show is based on his incarceration in it and breaking him out. But I don't know. Even though he's a main character, I don't really feel that much for him. Like if they killed him off, I wouldn't have felt anything. I don't know if you agree with that with me on that.
Yeah, like I never personally, to me, he wasn't one of my favorite characters, no doubt. I feel like I had at least 10 characters which I preferred over him, especially even in season one. So yeah, like I agree with the copy. I don't think he's like an elite character, but he was really important for the story, and he was like the whole reason the show happened because he was the one who went in prison wrongfully, and then his brother died had to get him out. So yeah, I don't know where I'd put him to be honest, because it's not S tier. I don't think he belongs in S tier, but he's still
Not
like
terrible. He's not a terrible character, but
yeah, he's not terrible, but by
I
no
don't
stretch.
think he does. He's definitely not an elite character, and I don't know if you can say even if he's a top character in the show. He's very like he's just there in it.
I'd say B's a fair tier for him.
Yeah, I'd give him a B. Lincoln Burrows. Oh,
Sucre,
I love
phenomenal.
this guy.
Yeah. What a character.
If you want anyone to be your right hand man, it's this guy, bro. Sucre, what a character! Like he's just a charming guy. He's genuinely a good dude in it.
Yeah.
On the show, full of like fucking evil people. He's one of the good ones. Like even his reason for being in prison in the first place was from genuine. Like I think he was trying to raise money for him and his girlfriend in it or something. I'm
Yeah,
not.
because I think she was having a kid as well. And
Yeah,
then,
Sucre was a good dude in it. He didn't really belong in jail, but yeah, his friendship with Michael, man, that shit was special. Yeah, I just used to love it when when the whole gang really him, Sucre, Lincoln used to link up for their plans and argue with each other and like try to come up with solutions. It was so funny. The team dynamic, even though they hate, you had guys like Teabag and the Encino who like hated each other, but it's just really really good. Sucre is a top character. But I do feel like sometimes they didn't really push the boat with him. Do you know what I mean? Like he was pretty surface level in terms
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like you said they could have done more with his character, maybe more with his whole story. I feel like it was just on the surface, the stuff with his girlfriend Mario Cruz and why he was trying to get out of prison. Like you said, they could have probably explored more with him, but I still love him as a character. I thought his and Michael's dynamic, especially as like this guy was loyal. This guy would do anything for Michael. I don't know if you remember. I think it was in season three. He got himself buried for Michael. I think when one of the officers go, "Oh, are you gonna bait Michael out?" and then he never did, and he got himself buried. Like this guy was loyal, and as a character as well, like proper funny humor, and I
Yeah.
think he was probably the heart of the Fox River Eight. But yeah, I enjoyed him as a character. I'd probably it's between A and a B for me. I'd probably say A.
I mean, even with other I think he formed a nice little friendship with Bellic as well towards the end. Yeah, Sucre is a solid character, man. I think he's more entertaining than Lincoln, though. For me, like,
Therefore, yeah.
I'd got a good laugh out of watching Sucre. I'd say A. Yeah, I'd put Sucre
Yeah.
in A.
Oh, one of the gods next.
This guy is the
What?
guy. Without this guy, there Prison Break would not have gone 4 seasons or 5 seasons, however long it went. This guy stole the show for me. He's not the main character. He wasn't meant to be the main character, but he's by far the best character on the show. I don't care, even better than Michael Scofield. What do you think, Danny?
Agree with you. This guy is my favorite character on the whole show. But this guy is one of the greatest villains I've seen on first season. Everything about him. This guy, when I was watching it 10 years ago, he made me absolutely despise him with everything he did. That's a proper villain. Like this guy's vile. He's manipulative. He's terrifying. Everything about him, even unpredictable. Like you don't know what this guy's next move is. And then also let's not forget his longevity. I thought his longevity and the just to be able to keep you up, like some of the other characters I don't think kept you up. Like you said,
Mm.
Lincoln, I don't think he was all throughout the show a star. But T-Bag, bro, even in the last season where the show fell off, this guy was something to look forward to.
I'm telling you, he carried the show through the weaker seasons. He was one of the only reasons I kept watching. He was just so fascinating, so compelling. As you said, Danny, um, it's a testament to his character as well in terms of legacy and overall TV shows as well. Like if we saw someone like this in real life, we'd be like disgusted in it. Say this guy's pain, repulsive, detestable, but the character has so much charm. He's so cunning. He's so witty. Yeah. And let's not forget, we talk about Michael's IQ, but this guy's IQ was also up there. So he had a bit of that street smartness about him too as well. I think the thing about Teabag is he's a despicable villain. You should hate him, but at times it's weird. You kind of root for him in some situations. Like, and as you said, he does anything to survive. This guy's a cockroach. He'll do anything, literally. Like, he gets his hand chopped off in the show and he finds a way to fucking get it sewn back on him. I think there was one in season 4 where he's stuck in a desert and he eats the other guy he's with.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I will fucking do anything in it to survive. It's just a testament to his character. And another thing you talked about, yeah, him being a villain. Something about him, just audiences were captivated by him. Like they didn't think, like, put on paper, this guy's a murderer, rapist, pedophile, yeah, but he's the best. He's the best character in the show. Like, make it make sense. And I think in later seasons, in season 2 especially, we delve a bit more into his backstory, and you realize he's not just completely evil. He's a bit of a broken character, right? Like, he's a product of a rape, and he's inbred, and they show you flashbacks to his childhood. Basically, he becomes a perpetrator of his own abuse. So he was getting, what he done to others, he was getting it done to him at home. And like, I think he says it in season 2. I don't know if you remember when he kidnaps that family, that he was the woman that he was seeing before
Oh
she
yeah,
slept.
yeah.
Like, he kidnaps them and he's like, oh, the one good thing about me is I'm unable to have kids. Obviously later on they changed that, but yeah, and he's like, oh, this is my second, you and your family is basically my second chance. I can end the vile line of Bagwells. And but it's weird, isn't it? Because it's such an irredeemable character. He has that desire to change and he wants to be better. Like, it's a bit sad as well, because obviously she says no and then he lets them go. But like, even in the backstory, you see his father, he used to make him read the dictionary and encyclopedia. That's how he's so smart with words, especially. He's like, my son's gonna.
Even in season 5, when people are like, "Oh, why will Prison Break back?" This guy, his whole character arc, bro, he actually became the good man. Well, he was trying to become a good man. He got the closure he got with his son, and then he went back to prison. It was amazing, man.
That was sick. That scene, I
Great
remember.
arc, yeah.
But I think the thing about Teabag is it's a good reflection of sometimes people do want to change, but they just can't. In it, like, they're just product of the environment. Then it's just in their nature. You can't. Some things you just can never change. And yeah, he's a very complex and vulnerable character. Obviously, throughout the show, I think his whole arc, he has that. There is a desire in him to change, and especially in season 4. Do you remember when he takes on that whole gimmick of Cole Pfeiffer, the salesman, and he joins that company?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so good. And like, he's reading that self-help book, whatever, and he's like proper motivated by it. And he's like, because he's so witty with his words, he's so charming, he has the gift of the gab, he manages to like finesse these people into giving him a job at the company. And It's so good, man. I remember one scene, I think when after Bellic died, when he uses Bellic as an example for his presentation, and it's like in the captivity of negativity. I can't do the accent. Yeah, but
Did
we
you
talk
do
about
you do you remember that one scene where he was walking with a suitcase and Lincoln Schofield, who could
uh,
also him?
that's a meme now as well.
Yeah.
But Teabag was just hilarious. Wait, I remember he used to fucking eat the map. Like you just and he's like, I got photographic memory. Just a hilarious guy. I think his jokes as well, some of the one-liners he had, like the racist jokes he was making. I remember the prison scene when it was hot and he's like, the guard's like, it's not that hot. And he's like, when this guy woke up, he was white. It's just hilarious, man. As well, wow, what a performance from him. One of the greatest acting performances from any TV show or movie anyway. I don't know how they never got this guy to play the Joker. He would have been perfect for that.
Oh my days! Imagine this guy as a Joker. He had it. He had it all to be the Joker.
Listen, and that's a testament to the actor Theodore Bagwell, T-Bag, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, he's one of the greatest television characters of all times, greatest villains of all times. For a show that people don't really regard as elite, that's a big statement to make. But yeah, T-Bag S tier. I'd say he's number one as well.
Yeah, for me, the greatest character on the show. I'd probably put him higher than Michael even.
Yeah.
Next, C Note.
Cena is another one like Lincoln in it. He's
Yeah.
more like brawn, but he was a good character. He was a solid character. I mean, he was in it for season 1 and 2. He was in 2 for a little bit. Then he comes back right at the end of season 4, I think.
Yeah, and then in season 5, he's there for like an episode or
Him a
something.
Reaver in it in season 5.
Yeah.
That was,
But again, yeah, C Note. I think he's an okay character. Like you'd say, probably on the Lincoln's level. I mean, he was a family man. This guy would do anything for his family. His daughter, especially, I think she, had some medical problems, and this guy just needed money for her. And then I think that's why he went to prison. But yeah, again, not the best character, but certainly not the worst. I thought he's a good character. He added, to the Fox River 8. So yeah, I'd probably put him in a B as well.
yeah. Or we should put him in C because it fits his name in it. C Note.
Yeah, that'd be good.
The nicknames on this show are funny as well, man.
Oh yeah, that's one thing they nailed about every character.
My G right here, John Abruzzi.
What a character role. What I love this guy throughout until he got killed off in season 2. Bro, this guy, he felt like, I don't know what his aura. It's literally, I know we use aura like too often, but this guy's aura was something. Like when he'd come on my screen, I'd be like, okay, bro, this guy has some presence about him. His aura, the way he spoke, bro, I love the way he spoke. He took his time with his words. Everything he said was calculated. I mean, I think he had one of the best deaths in my opinion on the show. Like he had a proper memorable death. I mean, I think people still talk about his death, despite his short run. But yeah, his obsession with finding and killing Fibonacci, I think, was great. He added great to the escape, and the scene where they were all, looking for the helicopter or the airplane, and the airplane flew above. Great scene.
I think Abruzzi actually, as you said, he's had aura. It's that trim as well, and everyone knows. Everyone's got an Arpner uncle with that trim. Yeah, I love this rivalry with Teabag as well. That was hilarious. When you just cut the guy's hand off. That was jokes. But as you said, I think John Abruzzi has one of the coolest deaths of any TV
Yeah.
show. The way he went out, yeah, was just bad man in it. Like I think Mahone's like, oh Neil, the police are like kneel down to us, and he's like, oh, I kneel only to God, and I don't see him here, and then just bam, gets gunned down. Epic death scene. What a death scene.
Also, his and Michael's dynamic was really good. Like
Yeah,
Michael was the brains, and he was the mob power, and they both had to basically use each other to get out. Great dynamic.
I think that's another testament to the show as well. Like a guy like Michael having to recruit like guys like fucking Abruzzi and Teabag to help him. I think that if the way they fleshed different levels of intelligence was really
Yeah.
good. But Abruzzi, I'd give him, even though he was only in it for a season practically, he got killed off early in season 2. I really rate. I think he's better than Cena. I'll give him a B.
B. I mean, if he was there for longer, I would have put him in A or maybe S. But yeah, he wasn't there for that long. But when he was there, he was elite. So I put him B as well.
Is
Next
that
one.
Queen?
Yeah, Tween, David Polsky.
You know what? I felt really bad for this guy when they killed him off. Like, I genuinely felt bad for him. Like, if you think about it, the only reason he's in jail because he fucking stole a collector's baseball card. You know what I mean? And he has such a bad time when he goes to prison as well. Oh my days! Obviously, teabag with the whole pockets thing.
Yeah, I mean, his death row. This guy, especially in season two, this guy was just trying to survive, and then Mahone comes and just kills him off. It was,
I
I mean,
feel
even
Mahone the company in it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Even within like the Fox River 8, he felt like the awkward fit, if you get what I mean. Like he didn't feel like, have any
Um,
pressure about him. Yeah. And I think Michael only brought him in and out of like he basically needed him and the group never trusted him at all. Michael was the only one who saw something in him. I mean, yeah, again at times it's really irritating and especially, compared to the other personalities around him, he wasn't that character. But like you said, it was all part of his character arc. He was this young, scared, over the head. I mean, it gave a more realistic, I'd say, view to the show. Like this is how a probably normal inmate behaves. The way he did and the way he died, I think, was tragic.
I think literally the theme for his character was he just gets used by everyone. Like he got used by Michael and the gang, and he also got used by Bellic as well. Because I remember he became Bellic's snitch in it. He snitched
Oh
about
yeah,
that scene was jokes, and Bellic's eating a fucking cheeseburger, and he's like, "I'll give you a cheeseburger if you snitch," and he's like, "Okay." But yeah, his death was sad because I remember when I think was it Mahone was like, "Oh, I need you to snitch on Michael again or something," and he chose not to do it, and he went to see that girl that he was with for a bit, and you felt bad for him. Like he's finally like come to terms with who he is, and then he just gets killed. But yeah, yeah, Tween is all right. I'd give him a C.
yeah. I'd say C too. Hey, Wyatt.
This guy's a really good actor, by the way. I've seen him in quite a few other
Oh
things.
yeah, he is. I enjoyed him to be honest until he just.
That whole was it 2 or 3 episodes when Michael was in the mental asylum with him was so good.
Yeah, I mean, bro, his obsession with Michael's tattoos, I think, added great attention to the plan early on. I don't think there was anyone else in that whole prison that was obsessed or wanted to know what Michael's tattoos actually signaled, unlike him. So I think that
I think
added another.
it didn't he because I think a bit of his tattoo burned off, and then Haywire was the only one that could remember he like drew it or something.
Exactly, he was the only guy who paid attention to that kind of detail, and I feel like he had a proper symbolic role. Like he wasn't in there for like greed or revenge. He just wanted freedom. Like he was stuck in the asylum, and all he wanted was freedom. And even from his death, the way he died, you could tell. He
Uh,
comes on top of that thing, and yeah, I mean, his was another sad death.
yeah, I think Mahone, obviously Mahone, like it's weird because even though Mahone was a villain in season 2, like he kind of had a lot of mercy as well. Like he was very reluctant in the people he killed. Like with Tweener, he wasn't really happy to do it. And even in Haywire, he kind of done Haywire a favor, innit? He could have brought him back into the station, but he realized this guy's like long gone, man. Just let him go.
Yeah.
But nah, Haywire was a decent character. I don't know though. Do you think C is enough? Because he wasn't really in it that much.
I'd still give him a C for his performance. To be honest, I
Yeah,
don't think he should be in D or anywhere else. I think C is fair for him.
yeah.
Next one, Charles Westmoreland.
Oh, that's another sad death, man. I really like this character. He's very like wise in it and beyond his years. I mean, originally he never even wanted to escape in it. The only reason he wanted to escape was because his daughter was dying and he wanted to see
Yeah.
her. And yeah, I think was it he had a fight with Bellic in it where he got hurt.
Yeah, yeah, it was Bellic, I think.
Yeah. Oh, well, Charles Westmoreland was a good character, man. I think was it him? He hid money, like loads of money, and then in season 2 they all went for it.
It was 5 million, I think, and in the second season they went for it. I don't know if you remember that scene where I think they were digging it up. Like I think it was 4 5 of them. It was C Note, Link.
Offered,
Yeah, yeah, and then they ran off with it, and then I think was it Sukri who ran off with it, and he had a gun in his hand, and then him, Michael, and Lincoln met later on. That was good.
yeah. That season 2 was good. I think it's underrated. Season 2 was actually quite enjoyable.
Oh yeah, it wasn't as bad as season 4 or even season
Yeah.
5. It was a good season.
But yeah, Westmoreland was a solid character. Obviously, he was only in it for a season. But I think C is fair for him.
Yes, he's fair. His death, man, again, really sad death. He was, like you said, he didn't even want to escape at the first place. He was just wanting to, see his daughter. But when he did try and escape, he passed away. But yeah, man, I enjoyed him.
Oh, this guy. Was he not like a cousin, Sucre's cousin or something?
Yeah, he was Sucre's fat cousin there. That's how they called
Yeah,
him.
he's the one he was the last one to try and escape in it, and it broke.
Yeah, I think it was called Sanchez, Manchi Sanchez, something like that.
I mean, this character he wasn't really in it much. He just put him in deep.
Yeah, he was the only one who got caught. Well, tried to escape and he
Yeah.
got caught. But the way he tried to jump and he fell off was really funny. Why putting in? Why are they here, OG?
Oh yeah, why are they here? To be honest,
This next one as well. Pope.
it's the Warden. I think. He was all right. He was only in it for a season, innit? I can't remember him
He,
in season.
he was in season 2 a bit when I think Sarah and Michael tried to go to his house
Oh,
offering their apology and everything. Okay, because I think they did get him sacked or something, fired, and then they were trying to make amends. I remember him briefly in season 2. I don't think he was there for that long, to be honest.
but yeah, I don't know. I don't really remember. He's not a very memorable character, to be honest. I'd put him in D or C.
Yeah, I remember Michael trying to lure him in by helping him build that Taj
Yeah.
Mahal. Yeah, that was funny. So I'll probably put him in D. Yeah.
Oh, what
Another
a great character,
another legend of the show.
Mr. Brad Bellick. I think is it safe to say he has probably the best character development on the show?
Oh yeah. Defos.
Yeah, because I remember out of all the villains, yeah, and stuff, I fucking hated him the most from like the first few seasons. He was just a proper cunt, a proper prick. Like he's just a proper like typical cop in it. Just hated him. I still remember the scene, yeah, where he pisses off Teabag, like he baits out Teabag's the inbred or something, and then Teabag goes to live. He was just a dickhead in it. But I think he realizes the error of his ways, and once he goes to prison, he gets framed. Obviously, Teabag killed his partner or something, and he got framed. And then, yeah, he's in for a rough time when he goes to prison, man.
Yeah,
I
his
think, yeah,
I was
no, go.
gonna say his whole story from being this hated villain that everyone hated, this stereotypical prison guard, just being cruel, greedy, and petty, and then his character all I think he played the role perfectly. Then he became this tragic figure who went from abusing inmates to fighting alongside them, like he was fighting alongside Michael Law. I think he went into that prison in season 3 as well, and in season 4 he was fighting alongside Michael with the
Do you remember his clothes in season 3? He was wearing that short ass vest. That was hilarious.
And yeah, but the way he died as well, man. Oh, this was another sad death. This might be my saddest death in the whole show, I think. But but the way he died, he sacrificed himself to help the team, which was
Beautiful, yeah.
if you've seen season 1, you'd have never thought this guy would have sacrificed himself to fight alongside other guys to die, bro. What
He's
a character! Loved him.
But I think the sad thing about Bellic, so they show us a little bit of it. Like, he didn't really have a wife or kids or family. All he had was his mum in it. I think he
His
even,
relationship with his mother as well was good.
yeah,
Like you could tell, he absolutely loved his mother.
yeah. I think he said it before he died as well. Right to my mum, said I didn't die in some jail like an inmate. But yeah, sad scene, man. But one of the saddest deaths on the show. Bellic was a great character. I'd give him an A. I think he was great, even when he was a dickhead, a villain. He was a
Yeah.
really good at that. He was a really good antagonist. But and he has one of the best arcs in the show. A easily for Bellic.
Next one, Sarah.
Like I don't know what it is about this actress, yeah, because I've seen her in this and The Walking Dead, and I don't really like her characters in both shows.
Agree with you, to be honest. I think as a character, even as an actor, I'm not really into Sarah. I wasn't into the whole show. Her and Michael dynamic was amazing. I feel like her leaving the door open for Michael was a great touch of their whole romantic relationship in season 1. Thought that was great. In season 2, again, then I think she started dragging. I wasn't really into it in season 2, and then by the end of the show, I mean, her and Michael got married. They had a
I think,
kid.
but we say that, but fans loved her because I think in season 3, remember they killed her off.
Oh yeah, they killed her off, and then they had her head in a
That
box.
was meant to be a permanent decision, but then because the fans were so outraged, they had to change it, and they brought her back.
That's actually crazy because I remember they put a head in a box, and I think they
Yeah,
Shorty Lincoln or someone must have seen it, and then all of a sudden she was back a few episodes later.
yeah, fans were fuming at that's why they changed it. But I don't know. I think I'm being a bit harsh. I think her character is a lot better in Prison Break than it is The Walking Dead.
Yeah, for me, her actual character, I don't mind. I like the actual
Yeah.
character, but as an actor, I just couldn't get behind her. If you get what I mean.
I think
Again, I'd say
the,
C.
yeah. I didn't like that episode, the final episode, original final episode when she was in prison and they were breaking. I didn't really like all that. I didn't really care.
Oh yeah, same, bro. They dragged you on, especially season 4, bro. Near the end got really stupid. They started doing anything and
The
everything.
original ending of season 4 when they showed Michael's grave, that was a really good ending. They should have kept it at that. I don't
Yeah.
know why. episode after that.
Next one, Veronica.
Again, she was only in it for a season. I think she asked to be written off the show because the way they killed her was so weird. It was like the first episode of season 2, and they just randomly had a shot. I remember Lincoln's reaction to her death was so funny. I can't. The Lincoln actor's not very.
The way he dropped the phone, I remember, it's hilarious. But yeah, I think she went to Terrence Steadman's house because she wanted to solve the whole theory out. And she went to the house, and then she was trapped there and died.
Yeah.
But yeah, again,
And she was
during
alright though. I thought she was a
I was,
strong
I was
character.
gonna say during season 1, she was actually a good character because like she was trying to get Michael out. She was trying to wonder why Michael got in. She didn't all that. So yeah, I didn't matter as a character to be honest. But yeah, like you
I
said,
I feel like they probably had more plans for her, but the actress obviously wanted out of the show. So
yeah, that's true. So they had to kill
uh,
off.
I think she's better than Sarah though.
I'd put her in B minus C plus. Give me a B.
Yeah.
This guy died in the like halfway through season 1.
He was working with her in it. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah.
This
I think.
guy is in so many TV shows and films. He's
Oh yeah, yeah,
Frank Grillo, I think his name is. Um, so, D or C.
yeah. I agree with you.
You know
I think.
what's funny about this show though is that the way literally everyone worked for the fucking company somehow. It was so.
Well, yeah. I think he was in a relationship with Veronica. Was he not? I think they were meant to get married, and then Veronica postponed it. She was like, "I'm not ready right now," or something, and then
I can't remember,
she ended up dying.
but I'm pretty sure she was with Lincoln, no?
She was with Lincoln first, but when Lincoln went,
Oh
I
yeah.
think. Oh, you putting in D or Y there?
No, I think why the hair's hot. He was in it for a good season, so I'd say D or D. Yeah. Oh, this guy was useless.
LG.
Lincoln's. I can't remember what happened to him. Did he get killed off? Or
No, he never got killed off. I think he went with. Was it Sophia?
oh yeah,
Must have been Sophia. I think in season 4 where he just went off. I think it was that.
yeah. I get. I pretty forget. I put him in D to be honest.
This guy, he
This
had a
guy,
nice character arc.
that was
He
a
had
good.
a nice character arc, man. Paul Kellerman, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I hated him. He's another one that I hated in the first season. But you know what it is about him? Even though he's a villain, yeah, the one thing about him, he didn't. Even though he was doing bad shit, he didn't believe he was doing bad shit. He genuinely felt he was doing it for the greater cause.
Yeah, I feel like in season 1 and 2, he was the face of the company's conspiracy. He was this cold, manipulative guy who would do basically anything for him. But then later on, he just shocked everyone by betraying the company, and I think he helped Michael Lincoln out, leading to.
Go into his story a bit more in season 2, like he's an army veteran or something, and I don't know. I think it's the vice president in it that he's working for.
Yeah, I feel like in season 2, especially, they gave him a lot of screen time, which was good. Like you could tell this guy's, character arc. So yeah, I actually liked him as a character.
Yeah, obviously the sad thing, he killed his partner, didn't he, Danny? Which we see it at the end of season 4. Danny's wife confronts him, and I think one thing I didn't like, they killed him off in season 5. So what was the point?
Oh yeah, he was at his house and someone came, and then he just.
Those
uh,
so shit.
yeah.
Compared to Kellerman and Danny from season 1.
I
Kellerman was a good character.
Oh yeah, very good actor. I'd say be there for him.
In season 2, when we assumed he was killed off screen, and then he comes back in season 4 to help them.
Yeah, I think it was because he wasn't seen at all in season 3. I think.
Yeah,
So yeah,
Kellerman.
his partner who he killed, I think Dana it was called.
Yeah, D wasn't very.
Yeah, he didn't have much to do, to be honest. He was just there for a bit. He was Kellerman's sideman. Next one, Caroline, this
The
is
vice president.
vice president. I mean, I think she becomes president, didn't it, when the president?
I can't remember now, but I can't really remember much about her, to be honest.
I can just remember that scene with Michael when they were trying to get freedom.
Yeah,
I'd probably say D.
yeah, I'd say D. This guy was actually kind of funny, this character. He's Bellic's friend in it and partner.
I think he was better than the other officers. Like we got
Yeah.
4 officers in a row here. I think he was the best out of them.
He's the one that had that scene in it with Teabag. He's not that hot.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah, I think Teabag kills him as well in season 2. He was alright, I'd give him a D though, because
These 3, I think, were the year. They should be here.
yeah, why they here? Who even are they?
They're all the officers in Fox.
Oh, who's that?
This is Sarah's assistant, I think.
Oh yeah,
She was with Sarah. Terrence Steadman.
I mean, whole show is based upon him in it because what they said Lincoln killed him, but they faked
He
it. Or
was he was in a house waiting all the time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot what happened to him. He killed himself, didn't he? I
I'm
think.
pretty sure he died. I'm pretty sure he died.
I don't know. I can't remember much. Put him in D because he has an impact on the show. But
Yeah. IMDb.
I think the next one's their dad, isn't it?
That's their dad. I think Aldo.
Yeah, I think Mahone kill him? I think Mahone killed him.
Oh yeah, because he was talking to Michael Lincoln.
Yeah.
Because I think Michael's his actual son
Oh yeah,
Lincoln was a doctor,
they've
didn't it?
got different dads, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
Again, I
D.
don't. He didn't have enough screen time to be honest.
Yeah. Who's
Who's his
that?
next?
I have no clue who that is.
I got no clue there as well.
Why they here? Oh, that's this guy. I know this Sarah's dad.
Sarah's dad. Yeah, yeah.
He was all right. He was a decent character. I'd put him in D though. This is another actor that's been in everything.
Oh, bro, I see him everywhere.
Every, he's the dad from Home Alone, isn't it?
See him normal. I was gonna say, bro, I got so many films.
Yeah.
This is Sucre's girlfriend, Mario Cruz.
Then D. Oh, why they here? I think D's fair enough. She was laying in it.
This one, Sarah's was it ex fiance? No, Sarah's. Michael's ex fiance, I think.
Oh, I do you remember? I do you remember he had an ex fiance.
I think it was her, or because remember when I think it was season 2. She tried to help Michael and Lincoln escape, and then she pulled the gun out of him. But Lincoln took the bullets out of the gun, so she couldn't. Again, I didn't like her to be honest that much, and she didn't have
What?
much to do.
Who's
This
that?
is a C notes.
Oh,
Um,
I can't remember much about her, but elite character.
what a character, man! I love this guy.
Like obviously, we first see him in season 2. He's in charge of tracking down the Fox River 8, and then you find out he's working for the company. But then you find out there's a reason why he's working. I think did they have his wife and son hostage or something?
Something like that, or they were threatening. But one of the officers were threatening.
I forgot he had a condition as well, in it where he has like panic attacks and stuff.
Yeah, and you have to take medicine all the time. Well, this guy, I love this guy character. I feel like this was the first time Michael had faced a proper rival. Someone was a proper threat to him who could have stopped his plan. And you could see, I think, like you said, he was introduced in the start of season 2 as this agent hunting the Fox River 8. And I think, as I said, he was Michael's equal. This guy was, I think, methodical, brilliant, and I think he was always trying to be one step ahead of Michael. And like, I feel like in season 2 he was portrayed as a villain, but like unlike many villains, I don't think he was purely evil. He was a brilliant investigator. He was just trapped by the company in it, so he had to do what the company said for him. And I feel like this made him deeply flawed but also really sympathetic. Like, as I said, we go into season 3 and especially season 4, he becomes a proper sympathetic character. So yeah, I think from season 2 he was this antagonist, and then like this broken man in season 4, and then they killed his son, I think, in season 4, and then
Yeah.
he becomes this reluctant Ali trying to kill him. So yeah, I feel like especially his like in season 2 we never really saw any emotional depth to his character, but when his son passed away, I think it's called Cameron, this added like proper emotional weight to him. You could see his pain and struggle. So yeah, I love this guy's performance from season 2, but even when season 4 fell off, I was still enjoying this guy's character.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's another like Bellic. He had a great character arc and development. He is a top tier character. I put him A though. I don't know if he belongs in S tier.
Yeah, I don't think he's as good as T-Bago. Yeah, I'll probably say it to you.
He's fair from home.
This is his assistant, isn't it?
D. Who's that?
I remember this guy.
I can't.
I don't know what his name is, but I'm sure. I mean, he never had much screen time, but I do remember him a little bit. I'll probably put him in Why the Here, to be honest. Wasn't there enough?
Again, who's the next one?
That's the agent who tracks down. I don't know if you remember in season 2, he tracks down Michael, Lincoln, and Sarah in
Oh,
the court.
him.
Yeah, him.
He dies in it at the end, I think.
Yeah. I think he gets shot or something. But again, he was a good villain for the time he was there, but he wasn't there for enough amount of time, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll give him a D. And this guy was jokes. He's the leader in it of the company.
He was like the heel of all heels.
This guy was just. I remember they made that messed up storyline where him and Gretchen had a kid together or something. This guy was good, you know. I'd give him a C. He was entertaining.
Yeah.
I remember in the end when they put him on the electric chair, innit? Gretchen.
Talking about her, Gretchen.
But you know what? Gretchen was a bitch, yeah, but she was good at she was good at the role she was assigned in it, like just an annoying person. The way the characters speak to her was fucking hilarious. Like I don't know if you've seen the clip of Don Self when he's like just calls her whore, her mama or her grandma whore. And there's also one where Lincoln's on the phone to her and she's on the phone and she's like, "Oh, that was a nice trick to play, Lincoln." And she's like, "Oh, I don't know." She said something, and he's like, "Oh, but Lincoln just says, yeah, but it worked, and you bitch," and he ends the phone call. It's just hilarious. And then I remember a scene as well. You know, when she's like dressed up in like a schoolgirl outfit, and T-Bag's like taking pictures of her. And he's just like commentating on it. He's like,
Oh
"Oh
yeah.
my!" Like, you know what? Gretchen was alright. You know,
Yeah,
she was
like you said, Copy. She was a good heel. Like I say heel, but it's not a wrestling podcast. I mean, a good villain. She's a great villain, bro. And then especially in season 3, I think does she end up dying in season 4 because she goes in prison with Sarah? Remember?
I think she went prison.
Yeah, she in prison with Sarah. I don't know if she died after that. But this show was so long, so
Yeah,
many characters doing so many different things.
yeah. She was good. I think C or a B. You know, I think Gretchen was good.
I think she was over Paul Kellerman. Yeah, this guy in the prison.
That killed me.
What was he
Lechero.
called? I think he was called the Norman Lichero John, something like that.
Yeah, he was at the lead. He was at the top dog in prison, innit?
Yeah.
Bro,
You
this
remember
guy.
when he tried to escape prison and he got shut down? Michael Bates team. This coming down for sure.
Lechero was a bit of an over the top villain in it because I remember I really didn't like the Sona season. I thought it was just, I thought it was ridiculous. But I mean, Lechero was alright to be honest. He wasn't that bad. I remember he used to smuggle drugs in through that woman in it that used to come dressed as a nanny, not nanny, priest, not
Yeah.
priest, nun. That's the fucking
No.
word. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't remember Sammy or something. Yeah.
He was alright, but I feel like you said, season 3 was so pointless. It was just okay. Let's get in prison again and let's try to escape again. I didn't like season 3. I mean, if you're doing season 3 as just a one, like if that was season 1
Yeah.
and they did that instead, it would have been
Yeah.
fine. But they just repeated it and it was getting boring by that time. But as a whole character, he was okay.
But
My most
I did enjoy T-Bag's story in season 3, how he like worms his way to the top of the prison. That was good.
Oh yeah, him and Sukri as well. I enjoyed both their stories in this season 3. But with this guy, yeah, my favorite memory about this guy is when he got shot down. I thought it was hilarious.
He's a good actor though. He's been in quite a few stuff
Right.
before. He was in The Wire as well. The chair. I think C is fair,
Yeah,
and then
this
it's just
was. I think he was called Sammy. I remember
yeah.
this guy, Sammy. Yeah, he was there for a few episodes, I think.
He hated T-Bag. He was T-Bag straight away. But I give him a D. I think
Whistler,
this guy was a fucking pointless character, man. Oh
bro.
my.
This guy was being used by the company and by Michael Scofield, and he felt like nothing. He did absolutely nothing the whole show. Most boring character ever. It's like he was there for the sake of it.
And he
I
was
don't
like
even know.
he was like the focal point of season 3 story as well. It was
Yeah,
very weird. It was like, who cares about this guy? Why is he important to the story? But
yeah,
yeah, it felt season 3 just felt like a filler season. Like they didn't know what to do.
yeah. And then in season 4, they just went on to do this whole company conspiracy stuff, which got even weirder. But I mean, he was better than season 3. At least season 3 was just pointless. SJP wobbling in the
Yeah,
prison. Again.
I think season 4 was better. But I think Whistler, I swear he got killed. He gets killed off in like the end of season 2. It was so pointless. Like, what was the point of this?
Yeah, exactly. I'd probably put him in Wild Here, to be honest.
Yeah, even though he had a whole season of screen
Yeah,
time.
he was just stupid.
Who's? Oh, that's the. I forgot
This
his
is the guy who used to play
name.
basketball.
Yeah, he was in Sona. He was Michael's. He helped Michael. He was all right.
Yeah,
Again, hey,
I think he was called McGrady or something. And yeah, I mean, he got out. He got with his family.
he helped them get away in it. His dad, I
Yeah, yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. And then I remember when he had to hide in the truck from the feds and then going through. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he had a nice character arc, but he wasn't there for long. I'll probably still say D, to be honest.
Mhm.
Sophia, this was another girl. Season 3 was basically built around, isn't it?
She was fit though. I'll give her that. I think she was the Chero's thing in it, and then she became Teabags as well. Teabag, that fucking worm, bruv. He's always there, bruv.
Crazy.
Fucking Teabag's just hilarious, man. He just always had something up his sleeve, didn't he? Again, I think why they're here already.
I mean, she was there for a long time, but she wasn't really. I'd probably say D, to be honest. I feel like wow, the year will be really harsh.
But I wish I could do Teabag's voice, man. The way he used to just say things was oh my god, this character.
Agent self.
Oh man. Listen, this actor, yeah, he's fucking terrible in it. I don't know how he got any roles in Hollywood, but and TV shows. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the actor. He's a bit of a dickhead anyway. I don't really like him, but he doesn't even act. He just plays himself. Like how he is in the show is how he is in real life. I don't know if you've seen his rants on like Twitter and stuff, but yeah, he's another pointless character in my opinion.
Ain't he a wrestling fan? I think I see some of his
Yeah,
rants.
he is. But like, it's just another. It's like Whistler's, or it was another pointless character, a waste of screen time. Um, he just felt very unserious as well. Like I couldn't take him seriously the way he was speaking and stuff. But he's goated for that one scene of the Gretchen scene. That's one of the funniest things I've ever. She's pointing a gun at him, and he just calls her a whore, a mum whore, a grandmother whore. Funny man. I put him in D.
Yeah, agreed. His next character, I think he was called Roland Glenn. I think
Oh, yeah. This actor's another guy. He's in a lot of stuff as well. This chap.
he was the nerd, and he was doing all the arty stuff.
Yeah, he gets. I think he died. He gets killed off. He wasn't really why they're here. He wasn't really important.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. Oh
Oh
my,
my days, this guy, bro, killed man the whole season.
bro. He was like the least scary looking guy ever. They're trying to make him out to be like this formidable guy from the company, but I wasn't feeling it. I remember Mahone torturing him in it for a bit, and
Yeah,
he just
because he killed his son in it. He killed Mahon's son, and then Mahone
that
had him. What do you say?
yeah that storyline was a bit weird. They were dragging out his torture for so long, and then they randomly just killed him in one episode. It was just like weird. It was like, what was the point?
I remember. Did they kill him by putting him in the sea? I think he
Yeah,
just threw him in the
pretty
sea. Yeah, yeah.
scared and that dropped him. Yeah, and they were like for a good 10 episodes, Mahone was torturing him, yeah, for like information and stuff, and then I don't know, they just fucking killed him off anyway. I put him in D or why they're here, to be honest.
Was this Michael's mum?
Yeah. She
Yeah.
turned out to be working for the company.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She turned heel on her own sons.
Crazy.
And was it killed her? Was it Sarah that killed her? Innit? Sarah killed her
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah. Sarah killed. I remember.
yeah. I can't lie. By season 4, it kind of got very tedious. The whole I'm working for the company thing. Yeah, the company was hilarious, man. Like
But there,
everybody in their nan.
there is some random characters pop out one episode. Oh yeah, I'm working for the company now. It's too unserious.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember from season 4. Remember the Bible salesman that came to the door.
Oh
There
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
and then Teabag was like suspicious. He's like he knew he was working for the company, but the guy was doing such a good job at selling it, and then it turned they didn't twist. Oh, he is from the company. It's just funny, man. Yeah. Again, I don't remember much about her, to be honest. I'll put her in D.
This was T-Bag's assistant, isn't it? I think she was called
Oh,
Trisha and something like
this is the one she clocked. She clocked. He was a fake. He was using a fake name in it, I
that.
think. And I think there's one scene when he slaps her in front of Gretchen, like he tells her brace herself, and he just slaps her one.
Well, T-Bag, what a character.
Yeah, why? Teabag was the goat, man. What a character.
Yeah, I'm from what I don't think she was in there for season 4 for long. I think it was only 5 episodes. I don't think she died at the end. I think she must have just escaped or something.
I remember Teabag with his hand, that fake hand he used to have, is hilarious.
This I remember this character. What's she called? Lisa, I think.
Oh, she's the leader of the company's daughter, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah. Lisa. Again, why are they here? She wasn't there for
Oh,
long.
this guy was fucking horrible.
A Sardin.
What a shit villain. Um, we'll get onto the seasons in a bit, but season 5, I hate that season. So pointless. Jacob, yeah. I'd put him in why they hate him. I don't rate him at all.
Yeah, I mean they try to make this guy a big, formidable heel who everyone just hated, and no one did. No one took this guy seriously. Yeah, the whole story. I mean, season 5 got really silly. It got really, really silly. But again, at least if you want people to, care about season 5, give him a better villain. This guy was utterly useless.
Yeah, season 5 was just a pure cash grab. But yeah, sticking there. These two can go in why they're here as well. Like compared to Kellerman in season 1, yeah, and like the drop off was insane. And they had these like forgettable characters kill Kellerman as well. It was a crime.
Whip. You
I
know what,
actually like.
Carpe? I was gonna say this guy in season 5 was probably my favorite character in the whole of season 5.
Yeah, he was a good character, but it was again another over the top storyline. Man said Michael found that he's Teabag's son, and he wanted a guy like that to be in prison with him. Like,
Oh
come
yeah,
on,
it was
man.
like this whole protege he was trying to. Well, it was hilarious, and I
And
think,
man said the protege of a murderer, he could spell.
but I think it was in near the end. It was revealed that he's T-Bag's son,
That
and
was sick. I remember that
I
scene.
remember that one line. The one line T-Bag dropped. It was like, "This was ingrained in you, son, bro." That
Yeah,
was a cold
that
line.
was cold. That was cold. That was horrifying. That was horrifying.
But
You,
yeah, I'd say he was better than most characters in season 5. I'd probably put him probably C, to be honest. I thought he's a
yeah,
solid
I
character.
thought it was good. Again, I hated that they killed him off. That was so pointless.
Oh yeah, I was gutted as well near the end of they killed
Yeah.
him off, and then he killed a T-Bag killed the guy who killed him off,
Yeah,
and
that
then he
was
went.
sick though. That's still my favorite bit of season 5 when Jacob was like in prison, same cell as Teabag. But yeah, again, Teabag, another tragedy for his character. Just when he thought he could have a chance at some happiness, gets snatched from him.
This guy was another guy who tried to escape. I don't remember what he's called now. Oh, Sid. I remember this guy. Sid.
Why they're here?
Again, he did nothing.
Why they're here?
Again.
Can't like these guys can go and why they're here.
Oh, I remember the scene with this guy. I remember when he tries to kill Michael, and then Rip comes, and I think it was that car scene when they were trying to escape. And what was this guy called? I can't remember his name.
I can't just put him in why they're here, man. Abaru, the rest of these guys can go and what? And think was that Michael's son?
This one here.
Yeah, why they're here? Innit?
This was Sheba. I think her and Lincoln got together. This was Michael's son. This is John Abrusi's son.
Oh, was he? I don't remember him.
Yeah, I remember he got in an accident. Well, he tried to kill Lincoln because he owed him some money, John Abrusi, which that's one of the part of season 5 that I actually liked. About John Abrusi's son. He was trying to kill Lincoln for some money, and he might have died. I don't know, but yeah, I think season 5. I mean, we go on to the season now, but season 5, what stupid season.
Yeah, but that's the who we've got. I think we've only got Michael and Teabag in S tier, to be honest. Rightfully so as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then we've got Secret, Brad, and is there any you change copy near the top?
Not really. I think if we were to make a top 10 characters, I think I can't. People might be pissed that I was putting Veronica and Gretchen.
Above Sarah.
Yeah, above some of these guys. I don't know though. Realistically, I don't think there's anyone there that can chat to them. Maybe Sarah. I guess Sarah because she was in the whole show and she's one of the main characters. I can't. Maybe because we should switch Sarah for Veronica since Veronica.
I was gonna say I think we're being a bit harsh on Sarah. Let's leave these. Actually, yeah, you're right. Maybe Veronica can see.
Yeah, I think
if there was any character in here which I'd put in S, if I call it like an S minus or A plus, it'd probably be Mahone.
Yeah, I can give you that. Even Bellic, maybe, because Bellic does have the best character development on the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'd probably be them two, then Sucre.
Yeah.
I think. I'd say that's my top five: Teabag, Michael, Mahone, Bellic, and Sucre.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a solid list. I don't think anyone can really argue with that.
Nah.
But yeah, that's the Prison Break characters tier ranking done. Let's now talk about the seasons and let's tier rank the seasons. I think without a doubt, we're all gonna say season one is the go in it. Season one's gonna be number one. What can I say about this season that's not already been said? I mean, it was just box office television, binge worthy television. That format back then, 20 plus episodes. It, I wish they bring it back because, okay, I can know people with the argument, oh, then you have filler episodes. But you know what? Sometimes you can have really fun filler episodes. Like that episode with Haywire in the mental asylum, that was fun. Um, there's so many things from season one that I love, like the whole journey of seeing Michael trying to make his plan come together, like all the little dots and pieces that he needed. Him having to work with people he didn't originally want, like working with guys that he hates, like Teabag, Bellic, Tweener, guys like that. It was just so interesting to see how all the chess pieces came together. I don't know what if you agree with me, Danny.
Yeah, I feel like season one, like I said, it was the only reason I started actually watching this show because I was just intrigued by all of it. Because I remember by the time I actually started watching it, season four was already out. I think all four season four, before they made season five in 2017. I remember, but yeah, I mean, season one was so good, man. Every episode just felt like this cliffhanger that you want to watch the next episode. The hook, just the simple hook, I thought was genius. Marcus Schofield being this engineer who gets himself in prison deliberately, and then the only reason he's there is to get his brother out, and then the twist. I think was it end of episode one where we see that he's got this full tattooed
Yeah.
chest piece.
Wow.
Bro,
What an
that first episode was amazing. And then, like, again, constant tension and cliffhangers in every episode. Marcus' plan again being nearly exposed. I think they tried to escape two times and they failed, and then the third time we actually went through. And yet the actual setting of being in a prison, bro, everything about season one was amazing. I think was it 22 episodes or it was something around that, or 20 episodes. Yeah, it was something around that. Every episode was amazing. I loved it. Like I said, it's probably my favorite season one of any. I think True Detective has a shout, but by that, I think Prison Break is my favorite season one of any show.
And listen, I know people take the piss out of Prison Break. I think I've seen a lot of discourse online, like people say, like they like to make fun of people that say season one of Prison Break's the most elite thing they've seen, and like they call these people with dumb IQs and stuff. But I don't know, man. I kind of agree with people. I don't think it's the best season one ever of any show. Like I still have True Detective, but
Yeah,
season one of Prison Break is generally a top 10 to top 20 season of any TV show. Like
definitely.
it was
Yeah,
really so entertaining, so like edge of your seat stuff. Like the range of characters they had. I mean, the prison itself felt like a character as well. Even the whole company stuff and the conspiracies in season one, I found that stuff interesting. Obviously, it lost its appeal as it dragged on, but in season one, I was really interested. Like, what is this shit that they're hiding? Why are they framing Lincoln? Blah blah blah. Um, my favorite stretch of season one though is the final 4 or 5 episodes. They were fucking
oh
so
yeah,
good. They were
amazing.
so when the closer we got to the escape. I think the episode I really enjoyed was I think they done an episode where they showed the backstories of every character, like the Fox River Eight, of how they ended up in the prison and
Oh
why
yeah,
they. There's a scene, yeah, before I think it's before the last episode when just before they do their final escape, like it has that music, massive attack, teardrop. It's like a needle drop, yeah, and it goes to every character in the Fox River Eight, and it's showing their motivations for why they want to leave the prison. So it shows Tweener, obviously he wants to avoid Avocado. Um, Michael, obviously with Lincoln he wants to escape from dying. Charles to see his daughter. Teabag, he wants to get out and find that woman and her family again. Just that loads of it was just so good in it. The different themes they were exploring, and the music really added to the scene as well. And then after that, the tension you felt in that episode when they do the escape. Oh, so good, so
when
good.
Michael's about to unlock the door and he's okay, did Sarah actually do it? Did she not do it? And then you're like, we're in. Amazing.
Exactly. There was so many little pieces like the whole thing could like I like the fact that it wasn't like just Michael. The plan wasn't entirely dependent on Michael. It was like so many little factors from other characters. If they didn't do their job properly, it wouldn't lead to this like it was so good. Season one is generally box office entertainment, but
Yeah.
I think that's comfortable going to be number one on our list. Number two is another one. I think you're going to agree with me. Season two.
Listen, let me just talk about season two. I don't think I think people say the drop off between season one and season two is drastic. I don't think it's as drastic as people think it is. I think from season one to season three or maybe four, yes, I can see it's a massive drop. Like, what's the point of the show anymore? But season two, I still enjoy this. Like, let's think about it. It's not being in a prison or trying to get out of a prison anymore. It's you're basically on a manhunt. It's reinvention instead of repetition. Like, basically, doing the same prison escape again. You're trying to get away from it, and I think instead of dragging the story out with another prison, like the whole writers just flipped the formula. It was more about a manhunt, and then like I feel like every Fox A River storyline was told in that season. I feel like Michael and Lincoln, they were still on the run trying to prove Lincoln's innocence. With Sucre, he was just trying to reunite with his girlfriend. T-Bag again, he was trying to his whole motivation was trying to track down the stolen money. That's
Yeah,
literally all the motivation. And again, Brucey was seeking revenge for Fibonacci. I think Sino was trying to get back with his wife and daughter. Tweener, who they killed off, he was like, okay, how do I survive? He was just being survived. And again, even though Westmoreland didn't escape, it was his money that tied all the stories together. It was his 5 million that everyone was chasing. So I feel like that part of season two, the concept was amazing. I mean, of course, not been season one, that's goated. But I said some people say the drop offs is drastic drop off where okay season two killed the whole show off. It's not. I feel like season three or maybe season four was, but this again a really good season.
season two was generally very entertaining. Obviously, I think season one set the bar so high in it; it was never
Oh
going
yeah.
to match. But season two was so interesting. It starts off with the Fox being on the run. Then they introduce a character like Mahone that's like tracking them down and killing them off one by one. Then obviously they end up in fucking Panama and Sona. I can't lie though, the ending of season two, even though I didn't like season three, it was epic when they actually ended up in Sona and you see it's like pure chaos, people inmates fighting each other. I really liked it, but yeah, man, season two gets. I think season one and two are the pinnacle of this show. From off season two onwards, it falls off. But
I remember at the end of season two, I think it was Michael, Lincoln, and Sarah. They were trying to escape, and Agent Kim tracked them down. He found out where they were, and then they were on the run. And I think Michael and Sarah were in this hut, and then Michael comes out. He points a gun at Sarah, and then you got let Sarah go free, or I'll shoot her, or something like that. And then he gave himself into the feds, and then they took him to the prison. So yeah, again, season two ending really nice.
yeah, I mean, season one and two are top two seasons definitely. Third one though, I personally I'm gonna put season four at three. I don't know if you agree.
What was that?
Season four at three.
Above three. Yeah, I agree with you. I think season four is definitely the third best season. It was more chaotic. There was many more things that happened. It was all. I mean, it got really silly with the company. It got really, I mean, really, really silly. But it's much better than season three. Season three felt like a copy paste of season one, but with weak characters and weak personalities. Like they tried to, with Whistler and Sammy and all these characters, they tried to make these guys, big characters and give them all character arcs. It just simply didn't happen. And when you try to do the same thing you did in season one with season three, it's just not going to hit the heights, and especially the characters they went all that. So yeah, I probably put season four. I mean, you can talk about it, but I'll put season four third year.
Yeah, I put even though listen, season four. By the time it got to season four, the show was fucking ran by itself by date, and it just got stupid and over the top. Like the company became this fucking whole thing involving selling weapons and information to other countries and stuff like that. It just got like really stupid and over the top. And you had Michael and his team with Teabag, Lincoln, Sucre, like going up against fucking world powers and shit. Like the whole Scylla storyline. It was very stupid, but
Scylla, that was the device. I'm trying to remember it.
yeah, but I don't know why. In a weird way, it was kind of fun as well. Seeing these episodes, like it was just like it's like you generally didn't had no clue where the next episode was gonna go. It was so like out there, and obviously from season four, my favorite storyline was probably T-Bag. The whole him trying to like find redemption as a salesman, and like he's actually doing good. Season four, yeah, the ending. I didn't like the fine. They done an actual ending to the show. Then they done like a special 1.5 hour episode, like a few months after I think, with
Yeah,
the whole Sierra thing. I hated that. I wasn't a fan of that. That was boring. I found that really boring. But the original ending, the when they do the flashback and they show all the characters after, so like they show Teabag ending back up in Fox River. A really funny scene when there's a guy reading that book that he used to read the captivity, and he's like, I never want to see that book again. But yeah, I think the original ending to season 4 was a lot better, and they should have just stopped it there. To be honest,
Yeah, but throughout season 4, like you said, with Mahon's arc, with Bellic's arc, even with T-Bag, just being this amazing character. That's why I feel like. What do you say?
yeah, there was some good stuff in season
Yeah,
4.
exactly. But I feel like it just lost like some of the original premises what it actually meant to be. It was this overcomplication with the whole sailor plot was like, but it got increasingly convoluted. You had no idea who controlled it, what it contained, and what it was. And then it was. I think at times it was really hard to follow. Like, what is the end goal here? What are they trying to do? I mean, I know they were trying to like get freedom, but how they what they're going to do it, etc., etc. And again, the villains in season 4, I wasn't really a massive fan of, especially Don Self. Uh, did not like that guy. But yeah, I feel some of it wasn't really believable, and like you said, the ending. I again don't like the ending. Don't think it was great.
Mm. I know. I think that, as I said, the original ending they done where they showed Michael's grave, then visiting his grave, that was a good ending. But it's the final, the one extra episode they done after I didn't like. That was a bit needy in it. But do you remember in season 4 when they're getting exonerated, like cleared for their crimes? Yeah. And then Teabag's like waiting in the room, and he's gassed in it. He thinks he's gonna get cleared as well. And then Lincoln's like, we've been thinking about it, and oh, we decided to let you have some chewing. So bits of chewing gum back out. But yeah, season 4 I think is third place for me. Moving on to fourth.
Now the question is, do we put season 3 last or season 5 last? Because I
You know
thought
what? In
both
my
are
opinion,
top of each other.
even though I hate both seasons, but I'd actually put season 3 above season 5. To be honest,
Yeah, agreed with that.
like okay, because you know why season 3 was short. At least it wasn't long. It was like only like 12 episodes, I think. But I don't know. It was a change of environment. Obviously, it was a bit recycled from season 1, but it was something different, I guess. There were some like interesting things, like Teabag storyline, the way he wormed his way to the top of the prison hierarchy. That was good. Sucre storyline, you mentioned that one as well. Yeah, I think the main thing I didn't like was the James Whistler storyline. So what was the point of this?
Yeah,
But yeah,
like you said, it was just repetition of season 1. Like once again, Michael was plotting an escape from prison. I mean, the only thing was different was the environment, to be honest. And some, fans felt like, okay, this basically recycled without any freshness. And like you said, Whistler, well, this guy, I get at first he was a bit intriguing, but then he never developed into any kind of compelling character. His motives were vague, and he just lacked any charisma for me to buy into him. And again, like I said, the shortened season, I think this was because of a writer strike. I think they went on strike and they had to cut the season short. I think it was only 13 episodes. So yeah, again, like I said, the side characters like LJ, Sophia, I wasn't really into any of them. But yeah, I still put it. Uh,
I mean, we got Gretchen in season 3. She was a good character, to be fair.
yeah,
Yeah, but again, I think maybe it being short season helps its case. To be honest, imagine this shit was 22 episodes.
oh my days, and an extra 9 episodes of this year long.
Yeah, I think season 3 is fourth on our list, and then fifth.
What was the point of bringing it back? I don't.
I mean, this is the shortest season by far. It was only 9 episodes, I think, but
Yeah,
and it was just a pure cash grab. I mean, I remember when they announced it, I was so excited. I was like, yes. I don't know why I was expecting something because, yeah,
yeah.
I can't even remember the storyline that much from it. Michael faked his death or whatever, and Jacob's like this evil mastermind now. Was it the company or was it something else?
It was something else now. I think entirely. It was
Yeah.
Poseidon. Some other company owned the Poseidon.
So Jacob got him to fake his death, and he wanted him to break. I think Michael was put in there to break some guy out, some political prisoner or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember, but it was just boring. I mean, the prison was boring. The characters in it were boring, apart from Whip, obviously. Teabag was pretty tame this season as well. Like he changed in it.
Totally, yeah.
I remember he got the robotic hand and everything as well.
One of the main reasons I think this season failed for me, like it did, was the villain. I thought Poseidon as a villain, I couldn't say if you give me a villain who's 25% better, even 50% better than
Yeah.
Poseidon, I would have bought into the season. I would be like more intrigued into it. But the fact the villain was one of I think the weakest villain in the whole series. Like let's just compare him to guys like Kellerman, Mahone, T-Bag. He was not on these guys' level. He was like
Mahone was in the season, was he?
No, no. I was just saying, like, compared to these villains,
Yeah,
generally, Mahone, Teabag, and Kellerman, he wasn't close to any of these, and that's one reason I couldn't really buy into him. Which just made, I mean, like you said, I was really excited because I just watched it. I just finished season 4, and season, I think they announced season 5 was coming out like a few months later or something. Like, I was gassed for it because that was when I was watching Prison Break. Like, literally, right then, and I was gassed for season 5, and then when it came out, and the whole story of, this was the reason he went back into prison. He never really died. He faked his death and Poseidon and everything with his son and long year. I mean, like you said, the only part of season 5 I really liked was Whip. I thought he was a good character.
yeah. Season 5 was such a I mean, Mahone didn't even come back for it. I don't blame him, to be honest. That was a shit show. I remember after season 5 though, the actor who plays Lincoln. That guy is so desperate for money. Yeah, he's
I
always
see I see his Instagram all the time.
he's always teasing a new season of Prison Break. It's so funny. He's like, yeah, on it. Ah, I,
Imagine season 6 actually comes back. Imagine it is.
what would they even do with the season 6 story?
Exactly, yeah.
Unless they find a way to make them all go back to prison. Yeah, low key, if they all like go back to Fox River, I'd watch it. It would be funny, Seeing Teabag as like, again, that would be hilarious. But yeah, season 5, I think you're right, Danny. The villains were bland. Even his sidekicks, like the two hitmen, were horrible. Like I did not
Oh,
care.
yeah.
Low key, I think it would have been more interesting if they just made Kellerman turn bad again or something like that.
Yeah, one of the old villains, one of them back evil. I think I would have bought into it. But like I said, bro, Poseidon being as weak as he was, I couldn't buy into it.
Again, season 5 was just a cat. It was just not necessary. I think season 5. I mean, season 4 was a good enough point to end on. But yeah, I mean, where would you say Prison Break's legacy is then, Dan?
For me personally, as I find watching the show, I enjoyed it. Especially season 1 and season 2, I really enjoyed it. For me, it's not the greatest show ever. I don't think it's top 10, 20 shows even for me. But just for the legacy it holds behind, for being that first show I watched, that first show that really got me hooked. One of my favorite shows ever, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it holds. Obviously, I don't think it's on the elite level, but I think it's a top tier show that holds a special place in my heart. Has sentimental value. It's one of the first shows I've ever watched. One of the
Where would
first.
you where would you rank it if they just finished it after season 2?
Ooh, not
Because
gonna lie. I
because
still have personally. I still have Prison Break in my top 30 shows of all
oh
time.
yeah, defos. But like you said, season 1 was elite and season 2 was good. If you just close it off after that, no season 3 or season 4 or even
I
season 5
probably
shenanigans.
I'd push it higher though.
Yeah,
But then
defos.
in season 2, the ending of season 2 wasn't really a point you can end a whole show on in it. But
Yeah, what I meant was if like the
yeah,
originally said okay, just 2 seasons and let's just work our way around it. Maybe different, yeah.
but the thing about I think about Prison Break, it's one of the shows from the golden age of television. We've lost that era now of weekly shows, building hype to it, waiting year by year for the new season.
This show started in 2005 or 6, I think, innit?
Oh, fine.
Imagine back then, yeah, they had no way to stream anything. They just had to watch one episode a week and the next episode. Bro, I would go back to that. I want to go back to that era where I could
That
just
was so good.
anticipate the next episode. Imagine watching season 1, episode 19 of Prison Break, and you just want to wait for episode 20 for the whole week.
Yeah, these new man. As I listen, binging and like release Netflix, all these streaming services, it has its benefits, but there's things like this you can't recreate the magic of like wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the things I hate the most right now is when they used to release 10 episodes at once. I'm watching Dexter Resurrection right now, and that's actually a really good series. And they're not bringing all the episodes at once, so like, and it's actually been a really good series. I don't know if you've seen it, Carpe. I don't think you have, but I'd recommend you. Have you not seen Dexter at all?
I watched a season of it ages ago. It was good. I liked it, but I just never got back into it.
Ah, fairs. Yeah, again, from the original, I said the only 5 seasons were good, but this Dexter Resurrection, they're releasing an episode a week, and it's much better than the original. And I'm liking it because I can't wait for the next episode. And go back to that time, Prison Break, you'd wait for the next episode and you'd be really happy for it. But now they just release all 10, 15 episodes at once. And I mean, I get it, you can watch it all at once, but I don't want that as a fan. I want to, I want to wait for the next episode. I want to be hooked to the next episode. But I mean, some people prefer it. That okay, yeah, we got all the
I think releasing episodes at once only for me it would work for sitcoms.
yeah. Agreed. But for a show like this, I want to just have a whole week. I want to be excited for it. I want to anticipate. I want to fantasy book it myself. I don't want to watch it all at once. But I mean, some people on the other side, they okay, yes, you know, it's all at once. Like I finally watch it all at once. But I'm the other side, man. I'm all of you. I want to watch shows week by week.
Yeah, listen, this new generation will never ever be able to relate to us with the experience of waiting week by week for sure. I think Game of Thrones was the last proper
It
show
was, yeah, yeah, I think.
for week by week craze. Um, but hey, it is what it is. That's TV now. Listen, prison. All these shows you're talking about, Dexter, Prison Break, Lost, they all came out around the same time as well. Like that was truly a special era for television. And it's just not the same anymore.
I
But
think we'll
hey,
do a lost. I think we'll do a lost character ranking next. I know it's Carpe's favorite show.
that's my favorite show of all time. But I'd love to do one. But listen, that's been the Prison Break tier ranking for the characters and the seasons. I've had a lot of fun on this.
Yeah.
It was nice talking about the old shows, but we do want to do more episodes for movies and TV shows. We're gonna try do it. Well, I think weekly is a bit hard for us at the moment, but every 2 weeks or so we want to do something related to movies and shows because why not? It's a great thing to talk about in it. But yeah, man, thank you for Danny for today. That's been the Prison Break tier ranking, whatever. Road down memory lane, blah blah blah. But yeah, that's been Mission Podcast. See you guys for the next one.